gets you set up on the table.
Yeah.
Gets you kick back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can I take this? Somebody short was here. Pete?
Devon stood on that, too.
Surprised they didn't break it.
All right, y'all good?
On that subject, is Devon's power something you rarely come across? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he is a huge, massive dude, yeah. He's good, yeah. Double team guy, yeah.
A couple of the O-line have kind of talked about the excitement around Kellen Moore's scheme, and in particular in the run game, and everything, like leaving film sessions and feeling excited to go and run that play the next day and stuff like that. What is it that's so exciting about those opportunities?
For me, I would say personally, playing next to Cesar Ruiz. I like playing next to him. He's a monster on the O-line. I think he plays with a lot of technique and power and like agility and all that. So when we get like double teams going or whatever, like we pancake a dude or we, get a whole first down behind us, we start laughing, you know what I'm saying? We laugh at the D-line or whatever. So it's pretty fun for me like that. So I think it kind of, same thing for the rest of the guys on the O-line.
We talked about that yesterday, playing next to you and how y'all don't really have to do too much communication. It's like y'all just know. Can you ask that question?
Yeah, because it was crazy because like I think it was last year or earlier this year, like, man, what if we did play next to each other? And this year it happened, so it's pretty fun, man. He's a funny dude, and yeah, we don't really have to talk about too much stuff because we kind of I have a feel for it. So I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know if he explained it, but yeah, like Cesar, he's a cool guy, man. So we're having fun out there.
What's kind of the biggest difference or differences you've noticed from last year's line to this line? Trevor Guard, Kellen Moore, it's like how has it improved you guys?
I want to say, like, in general, I think we're like, there's less thinking. You know what I mean? I know D-line can say that because there's not much calls going on. It's like center point, and we're off. And I think Kelvin doing a good job out there. He's not really having no MAs or whatever. It's really all of us just trying to clean up technique stuff. So I think Trevor's doing a good job. I think he's improving a lot. Especially, like I said, he's in his three-point stance and he's coming off the ball. Always been a physical dude, so he's doing pretty good over there too.
Did your conversations with the staff about moving back to the right side start before Kelvin came in, or was that sort of once everybody was in, it was kind of figuring out where?
Yeah, me and Kellen, me and Coach Moore, let me say Kellen, Coach Moore. We had a little talk about whether, can you play left, right, where do you feel comfortable? He kind of just, asked me where I wanted to be, and I said, wherever he wants me to be, I'll play. Obviously, I can't play center. Eric says I can't play center, so it's cool, though. It's cool.
He said that when he talked to you about it, when the move was actually being made, there's always so much that's kind of made of having to learn how to, be left-footed versus right-footed and all these other pieces, but that you were just kind of like, okay, and that it was like fine. Was that really your response, and why was that so simple outside of your experience? Yeah, I mean, it was I played right side in college. I know it's obviously a different level, but I kind of had that familiar feeling on the right side. So, it's just I think just reps. Just getting a lot of reps. I think this summer and this spring, I've been trying to work that right side a lot. So, I think just getting the reps, especially with full pads on, it's going to be a big help for me. So. Have you noticed a difference? I mean, you got last year and this year, so but within that sample size, have you noticed a difference in sort of the feel or vibe around the team with everything that's changed this offseason?
Yeah, I know Juwan hit this, and I do really have a feeling that we have a better team chemistry this year, and the locker room is closer than ever. You know what I mean? So I think everybody's kind of buying in. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all kind of have a good feel, and everybody's kind of locking in with each other, whether it's D-line, O-line, or whatever. So
What has led to that?
I want to say a lot of team chemistry, team activities. We got something today going on with team activity, and I think just stuff like that. And we had a tough time last year. You know what I'm saying? So we all been through it and stuff. So we know to be better, we got come together as one. So
because you guys had a tough year, the outside expectations are that there's going to be another tough year naturally, but you notice that that's not a fact. You notice a general sense of optimism and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not related to.
Yeah, Coach Moore hit a good point. I think we just gotta, being as close as we can be is just going to help us for a long road. You know what I'm saying? So me, obviously I'm going to chase Carl, Cam. Obviously they're trying to beat me, run through my face, but at the end of the day, like, that's on the field, and off the field we're going to be buddy-buddy, you know what I'm saying? So.
What have you seen from those guys in particular, Chase and Carl, that you've matched up with that's maybe different from what you saw last year?
I think Carl's just, like Carl, I usually go against Carl most of the time, him and Cam. I want to say, like, they're just lining up to where they feel comfortable at rushing, you know what I'm saying? So I know Carl and them had to be like 3-point stance or here or there last year, but I think this year they kind of have like more of a freedom to that, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of line up where they feel like where they can get their best rush at.
How valuable is that for you, practicing against that, knowing that you're going to see it, in other games in a way that maybe you didn't get as many opportunities to practice against it last year?
Yeah, I think it's a very good thing for me. I want to say iron sharpens iron. Carl, we're really cool off the field, you know what I'm saying? But on the field, he's really trying to run through your face. So it's not a good feeling, but at the end of the day, it's going to get me better.
You know what the team activity is today?
Dude, we got bowling today. I'm a horrible bowler, but it's whatever. I'm just there for the team, you know what I'm saying? So.
Next question, are you any good at bowling?
No, I'm actually very horrible. So kind of hurts the wrist, you know what I'm saying? I do not use bumpers. That was a straight shot right there. No, you're good.
When is the last time that you did bowl?
I think my time at Oregon State was probably the last time I bowled, and it was I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Is there value to having 4 first-rounders on the line, or like does it matter once you get to?
I would say yes and no. Like, obviously, okay, these guys have potential, right? We all have potential, but it's like, are you willing to come into work every day and kind of work your butt off and put every minute you're here while you're at the facility to get better? So it really just depends on that.
What was the film room like when y'all watched Trevor driving somebody?
Yeah, Trevor's been doing that, you know what I'm saying? He's that guy, and we got to let him know when to hold up, you know what I'm saying? These are our guys out here on the team, so obviously we like the physicality. Trevor's a great player. He knows he can be really good at guard, especially too. So, it's a good feeling to see that we got some physicality right there, especially at left guard. So,
what do you like about this run scheme that Kellen brought in this year with TJ Paganotti? Obviously, it looks different to us than what y'all were doing last year with this run scheme.
I would say just less thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I think less thinking and keeping the defense, I would say, assignment sound out there. Like, if somebody's off, then, we can hit it for a big game.
Did you hear that when Trevor was a rookie before you got here, you got in a bunch of fights on blocking?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of stuff like that, little quick edits about all that stuff about Trevor. So, I like it, but, he knows what he needs to do out there to be, a better teammate. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of fights, not too much, so.
With the bowling, I think, is keep the wrist relaxed and things.
Okay, yeah. I'll think about that, yeah. Foot behind, too. Yeah, for sure.
I had a quick one, and I know you're both in the training camp, so no problem if you don't really know about this, but there was an incident on Park Avenue, NFL headquarters. Did you hear about it?
Yeah, I think in New York.
Yeah, with the shooting. Mm-hmm. And apparently the shooter had a note that said something about having CTE and targeting the NFL. Had you thought much before that about security, security for NFL players, coaches, personnel, or did this make you think about it any more or differently?
I haven't seen it too much or seen what was really going on or anything like that, but it's definitely just prayers out to those people in that incident and everything like that. So.
We talked a lot about kind of responsibilities in the run game and things like that, but have things like pre-snap changed for y'all as well in terms of protection, identifications, things like that at the line of scrimmage? You probably can't go into too much detail, but is it different?
Nah, I just leave it up to Eric, man. Eric got there. Yeah, I'm saying Eric McCoy. He calls up. I tried to call point one time in camp. He's like, just leave that up to me, man. I'm like, all right, you got it, bro.
Was that this year or your rookie year?
No, it was this year. I was trying to be cool out there, second year guy and stuff like that. But I just leave it up to E.
Chase Young talked a lot about playing the wide 9 and how that frees him up as a pass rusher. Just from your perspective, what are the challenges as an offensive lineman?
I wouldn't say there's too much of a challenge, but you definitely got to set to that spot. There's a different spot every time they line up wider or shorter or whatever. It's kind of their freedom. So I think just getting back and just be willing to throw your hands out there while you get out there because, you know, they're still trying to run to your face at that point.
And I know you talked about how close the team is. How close is this offensive line with y'all really close?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's getting good, man, because me and Cesar, we're like, you know what I'm saying, like this right now. So I can make jokes, you know, I make him feel old all the time. He's 26, he ain't old, but you know what I'm saying, football old. So, but every day we watch a movie right now. We're trying to watch Grown-Ups right now in the O-line room, but it's not working, so. Things down, technical difficulties or something like that, yeah.
Whose choice was that?
Mine, actually, yeah. Or not, Will Clapp put the movies on, but I chose the movie Grown Ups today. We watched Blades of Glory the other day, so.
What have y'all watched so far?
Blades of Glory, Will Ferrell. Now You See Me. We got to watch Now You See Me 2. And Happy Gilmore 2. Yeah.
Are you gonna rewatch The Waterboy then?
Waterboy is just a classic, man. You can throw that on whenever. So it'll be good to watch, too.
I just remember you talking about that when you got drafted.
Yeah. I mean, Eric's a big Waterboy dude, so we'll watch it. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys.